If you're feeling overwhelmed regarding your tax obligations as an Etsy seller, you're in the right place because in this video, I'm going to cover everything you need to know, point you in the right direction, and share with you the top tool that you can use to get all of your transactions organized and go through tax season as stress-free as possible. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ali Hobart, and along with my husband Sumner, we share here on this channel our top tips, tricks, step-by-step tutorials, everything for you to succeed in your online business. So without further ado, let's get to it. So first things first, I have to say that this is not legal or financial advice. I would highly recommend you to go and find a financial advisor yourself and share with them the details about your own situation, because a lot of financial advisors will actually give you consultations either for free or for very inexpensive. A lot of CPAs will do that in hopes to gain your business. So I'd highly recommend that if you have especially specific concerns, that you reach out to them. And with that out of the way, I also want to say that this is not a video about sales tax, but I do want to clarify this because a lot of sellers are not quite sure about their obligations when it comes to sales tax within the US. And for the past couple of years, there's a new law into effect where marketplaces such as Etsy or Amazon or Walmart, they are now the ones responsible for collecting and remitting taxes for states. So in the past, you had to track all of your transactions and sales amount for different states within the US to see how much you owe, if you had to file taxes and so on. But now they're the ones who are responsible to do that for you. So if you only sell on Etsy, you don't need to worry about this at all. Now, the best advice I can give you is this. Find a really good bookkeeper and CPA, especially one that understands inventory basis businesses, because a lot of this works a little bit different than most other types of jobs, let's say like a 9-to-5, or if you just work for an employer, receive your W-2 and so on. And even for other business owners, when it comes to having inventory and selling a product and having a cost of goods, all of that, it works a little bit different. So I would recommend you to find a great CPA that understands that, because they're not only going to help you with all of the annoying parts of filing taxes and the documents and so on, but they're going to help you understand everything that you can deduct, all of the expenses, how it works, and save you money in the end. Now, yes, with everything that I'm going to cover, you can file taxes yourself, or you can use a system such as TurboTax. But I would recommend that if you can, at least contact a CPA to get their advice on all of your business. Pay for a consultation fee, for example, so you can have peace of mind to know that you're doing everything correctly for your case. Then you can file taxes yourself if you want. And when it comes to a bookkeeper, as I mentioned, that is really important. And if you can find a really good one, that's going to save you so much time, especially the bigger your business is, the more transactions that you have, the most important it is. However, if you want to do that yourself in the easiest way possible, I want to recommend to you a tool that we have developed called the Easy Etsy Bookkeeping. And in this spreadsheet, you are going to not only have your own profit and loss statement, which your CPA or TurboTax, they're going to need for you to file your taxes. That's going to help you give a better understanding of your entire business, your actual profit, because it's not just a matter of like how much money you made and what was the cost of your products. There are so many other expenses that can go into it: advertising, mileage, or subscriptions, and of course the packaging cost. Also, if you're working from home and you use part of your home space, or as a matter of fact, from anywhere, that space you can deduct as an office area, as an expense for your business. So within this bookkeeping spreadsheet, you can track the advertising expenses, your manual expenses, as well as everything that goes through Etsy. So if you are signed up for Etsy ads, it tracks all of that, as you can see within the profit and loss statement, as well as the cost of goods sold. As I mentioned, for physical products, you have the cost of how much it is to produce and ship that product, and you want to account for that cost for every single sale. And it works a little bit different. Like, let's say if you have a print on demand business, you still have cost of goods. If you, for example, if you partner with Printify, there is the fee that you have to pay them. So all of that goes into account, and you can track everything through this bookkeeping spreadsheet. And it has step-by-step instructions on exactly which reports you need to download from Etsy and how to download them, how to upload them into the spreadsheet, so you can get the entire data within this planner and understand your business, get your profit and loss statement. And you can also track the sales tax as well as a VAT for international countries if you sell internationally, and it collects a VAT, as well as state-wise with US states. But as I mentioned before, Etsy takes care of filing sales tax if you only sell on Etsy. And lastly, the spreadsheet also comes with a whole tab filled with tips and resources for you. It talks about, as I mentioned, some of the deductions that you can claim for your business, as well as other resources that we highly recommend you to take a look at, books to help you succeed as an Etsy seller, and so on. And I will make sure to leave the link of the entire tutorial on how to use the spreadsheet in the description below, as well as the link for you to purchase the spreadsheet with a special coupon code just for our YouTube viewers in the description below. Now, once you have your bookkeeping figured out, you need to make sure to download your 1099 from Etsy as well. They will usually email you about it, but you can also download it straight from Etsy. All you have to do is go to your shop manager menu, go to finances, and then legal and tax information. Then you can see where you can go to download your 1099K. The K just stands for the fact that they transfer funds to you electronically. Now, if you haven't received your 1099, or if you can't download it, it's probably because you have not reached the threshold of sales in order to have one made for you and for your business. And the threshold right now is $600 in gross sales. So all of the gross revenue that you've made through Etsy, or 200 transactions. So if you sold below those, then you're not going to receive that specific form. So don't worry about it. You can still file your taxes without it, and you can still give your CPA all of your numbers, your profit and loss statement that you got from your bookkeeping spreadsheet or from your bookkeeper. And yeah, that is all that you're gonna need: your expenses and deductions, all of your forms. If you also sell on other websites aside from Etsy, you can also bring in all of that information manually to your Easy Etsy bookkeeping spreadsheet. And of course, give it to your CPA and they'll know exactly what to do. And I would highly recommend you to find a CPA that understands not only what I mentioned before, the inventory basis types of businesses, but they don't have to be CPAs specifically for e-commerce sellers. A lot of local CPAs will know about this type of businesses, will be really good, and they tend to charge a little bit less than specific e-commerce sellers CPAs. And I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you did, check out our entire Etsy playlist here on the channel, because there's so many valuable tips and tricks and tutorials here. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Till then, bye.